Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very special segment. And today we are going to be talking about something which is very, very interesting and very relevant to us, especially to the Indian community. The LOTE Agency is a national multicultural research and communications agency providing community insights, community strategies and engagement programs to help our clients to engage audiences from diverse backgrounds. We've worked with some really important communication strategies projects with amazing private and government clients, and recently the LOTE Agency has worked with Federal Government of Health on COVID-19 called collateral and strategic development. So what is required is, there is a research participants are required for 1 hour Zoom interview, and of course they get payments of $150 Coles e-gift voucher, and participants are being sought for qualitative research and must, for eligible, they must be able to participate in gambling related activities, reside in New South Wales, consume information from Indian Australian media platforms such as ours, speak Hindi and English as well. Today we have with us Kwabena Anash, Head of Communities and Research and at the LOTE Agency, and he joins us with this very special interview. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate being here on today, the Australian Indian radio show here on Facebook. So, hi everybody.
And it is very important topic that we're talking about, and I really appreciate your time. So can you tell us about the research projects where you need the New South Wales Indian community to participate?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, so the LOTE Agency, we are very much intertwined with a lot of clients, and the Indian community being called upon by one of our clients to participate in a 1 hour Zoom research interview with payment of $150 Coles e-voucher, which will be sent to them once successful completion of the interview. So we are seeking participants to do a qualitative research piece, and it's in relation to basically participants to be eligible, frequent participants in gambling-related activities, reside in New South Wales, consume information from Indian Australian media platforms, again, like yourself, speak Hindi and English well, and essentially we, to participate and to be eligible, participants will need to take a survey screener to ensure their eligibility. So just finally, I guess the research involves a 1 hour Zoom call where people will be able to ask questions about gambling activities and their awareness about that. And all responses will remain anonymous, and which will help better, and ultimately will help better understand gambling awareness in various communities. So people need to direct their messages and emails to nina@loteagency.com.au if they wish to participate or have any questions.
Well, that's quite interesting, and of course when we look at researches and things that are done, and people will always talk about why it should be done. So my next question which is, why is this research important for the Indian community to participate?
Yeah, great question. So cultural and linguistically diverse communities in Australia can often be lumped into one multicultural umbrella. So LOTE's expertise and 22 years of experience ensures that multicultural nuances and sensitivities are addressed with clients before research begins. So we have a strong list of QPRs from which we contract based on the project, and this ensures that we're in line with industry standards, which I'll touch on a bit later in the interview. But ultimately, the research helps clients create creative that is easily understandable and resonates with the targeted cold communities in order to remove any cultural nuances, barriers. So for the Indian community, it is important that they get out and be part of research to help government and to help private clients reach out to them going forward.
Okay, so having discussed the importance of this research, now if people are interested, how can they register to join this research?
Yeah, again, so if anyone from the New South Wales Indian community wants to register for this interview, for this immediate research, please email Nina, which is NINA @loteagency.com.au. Lote is LOTE, agency, AGENCY.com.au, or info@loteagency.com.au. People can also call our office on 1300 752 108 and say you'd like to participate in the gambling research for New South Wales.
Okay, so that is again very well said. Well, right now, in today's day and age, where a lot of people are very worried about many things that happen on the cyberspace and things like that, and people are very worried many times about the privacy and whatever. So, will people's detail be shared with third-party companies?
No, so all responses remain anonymous. We do not share information with third-party companies. LOTE is proud to be a member of the Research Society, so that's the peak body in the Australian professional research. And so we adhere to the codes of professional behaviour that aligns with Australian privacy requirements.
So that is very good because, people are these days very concerned with so many things that's happening. Yes.
Absolutely.
Are there any upcoming research projects that LOTE will need Australian Indian community to participate in?
Yeah, so over the last 12 months, as I've mentioned before, we have been inundated with research projects from clients that want to engage with many cold communities. And that may have been a result of the COVID pandemic, where we've seen a lot of, where there has to be further engagement with multicultural, diverse communities. So for the Indian community, we have upcoming jobs which require consultation with the Indian community, primarily around skilled migrant visas, student visas and business owners. So if people want to know more or register to be part, again, please email info@loteagency.com.au and attention it to Nina or myself, Kwabena.
Well, that is very good to know that there's other research part where the Indian community can take part in. As we know, the Indian community is a growing community, and as you mentioned about the skill migration and other areas where it could be their focus. Well, once again, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing that information. So, is there anything you'd like to say to our community in conclusion?
Look, thank you so much for having me here today. The Indian community is a strong community, as you've mentioned. It is a growing community, and we would love to engage more and with the Indian community. And I know our clients really want to understand what are the cultural nuances and barriers across many, many issues. So again, please, if people can get in touch at info@loteagency.com.au to be part of our research. Ongoing research. Thank you very much for that. So there you are, all our viewers and listeners. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to take part in. So, don't say that we didn't have our say. This is your time. Do go online and register. That's info@loteagency.com.au and attention it to either Nina and Kwabena. So once again, thank you so much for being on the show and being, giving Australian Indian Radio a chance to, connect with your audiences there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.